If we could add a filter for that. Wow, these presets are stupid. There we go. We'll start soon. Just checking a few things before we begin. Dot the I's, cross the T's. This will mostly be a VOD. You know what I'll actually do? Let me not start with this. What I'll do is I'll play some Mahjong first. And we'll warm up people into it. That seems better. Do. Give me a second to find what I want. Do. Okay. And, like, nobody may be here. Like, it may just not happen, but, you know. Wanted to see if I still got it. Okay. It should be the case that... Might minimize that for now. Here we go. Do that. Please, God, tell me I just minimized it and didn't close OBS. Yeah, no, I did. Okay, we're good. Christ, I'm stupid sometimes. Okay. Oh, hello, frame drops. You think the Easts can be double matched? Nah, you just matched them. This 4 I'm motivated to get rid of. You think those? Well, if I get rid of the 8s, yeah. It's just like not what I want to do, but it's probably the responsible thing to do. Okay, those 9s are trianged. I could get rid of the... Well, I could get rid of the East, which would give me both of those. Those 3s are not looking good, so let's just get rid of them. Someone said birds and they summoned a firehawk. Hey, oh Jesus. Hey, Haxxer. 2 years of subscribing. Thank you so much, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna give a bird lecture in a little bit, but I wanted to warm up with some Mahjong. Yeah, I figured I hadn't done those in a while, and I don't know. I always feel so alive when I do them, so I figured may as well try. How you guys doing? What's up? Thank you so much for 2 years of whatever you're paying for. Let's see here. I'm getting stuck on the simple shit here. I don't even see where that would go. This 3, it's technically triangulated, but it's not really giving me a lot to do. This 5, we need a devil, we know that. So this 4, did I want to get rid of it? I did, but I didn't have a way to. Yeah, it's not good sense to do that. Okay, those are fine. Get rid of these, because they're not doing anything. These norths are kind of a fucker, because I can't... That gives me an 8. Why did I want that? That gives me a west that nobody asked for. Ah, well, there's that. Good. That 9 is nothing. Okay, what's under here? These should give me all the norths I need. That gives me the other 9, which gives me that. You know, maybe fuck the south. Maybe. Okay, these 3s... Oh, we got rid of them already, that's fine. That 5 is still kind of... Oh, wait, no. We can do that. This can go... These are almost ready. Actually, if we do this the right way, we can get rid of those. These 6s... Well, I accidentally saved them, so I may as well go for it now. Those 5s are bad news, probably. That 9 is no good. This 2 can go. These are good here. Can I get rid of the 6s? I'm pretty sure. Okay. Those can go. That's just a problem now. This 2... Oh. I wonder how long that was sitting there and I didn't notice it. Probably a while. Hey, Monty. Yeah, we are talking birds. Yeah, no particular occasion, just felt like talking about birds. I'd lectured this week for one of my classes about birds near where we live. And I figured, you know what, fuck it. I'll make a Twitch version, super low effort, just lecture. Fuck the South, except Dad good. No, I don't mean that. You know I mean the title when I say that, hopefully. You should know that by now, anyway. If you don't, well, rip. Rip. This one is no good. These 4s, I feel like it's fine to get rid of those. These 5s, I could. If I just get rid of this 2. Is it easier or harder? Let me do that. That 3 doesn't really have a solution. Alright, it's all fucked no matter what I do, so... This 6 is just bad. Alright, well, this 3 can be gotten rid of. That gives me options in that respect. Was I saving oh, right, yeah, I was saving it because I wanted this. I don't think that's gonna happen, though. I don't even know where the 4th one is. I think we should just get rid of it and go for the devil we know. This 2 is... oh, right, yeah. Okay, so let's get rid of these. That's behind the 4. That shouldn't be that hard to get rid of, right? But the 5s are triangulated. Yeah, provided we care. This could go. Okay, that gives us this bit here. This gives us power with the 8s, but not enough. This gives... okay, there are a lot of 7s going on. I think we should just double we know the 5s. Get the 7s out. This 6 is just creating obstruction. This is actually ready to go. That 4, we could get rid of it if I had done that differently. Wow, that's a lot of multipliers I just completely dissed. In the early game, this 4 is really in a... wow, these 2s are compacted. Okay, so let's get out of that. This 5, oh, well, that's where that was, huh? That doesn't help. Oh, okay. That wasn't the plan, but I guess we'll do that. This 9, it's blocked by that now. Shit. Alright, let's get rid of these because they're in the way of a lot of shit now. That one, yeah, that's unfortunate. This 7 can go. I don't have a hope of doing that otherwise. This 3, we got options. So let me get rid of that 3. Now the 7s can go. That gives us the 5s. That gives us this 1, 2. Get this out. That can go there. Ooh, shit, that's bad. Alright, so get rid of that. Just get rid of all this shit. Just do this. And now we just make it super fucking simple. And as long as there's no bees involved, I'm in. Oh yeah, no. Just birds, no bees. We're very one-sided in these parts. Alright. You guys ready, chat? Jesus Christ. First game of the day, and it's the best one all day right off the bat. This game's aging if I'm getting good at it. Alright, let's switch shit up here. Let's switch shit up. So if we quit, that should bring us there. Good. Okay. I'm also gonna switch my music to my lecture music. Yes, I have lecture music. I have music that I listen to so I don't get stressed out when I'm lecturing. Is stream dead? Are we good? Are we alive? Are we living? Chat. Completely understandable. I think we live in? Alright. Good, good. Alright, at least one person is here. And feel free to, like, ask questions in the chat at any point. I'm just gonna go into Wolfie teacher mode. As you can see, this is the Twitch version. You good? Okay, sweet. Yeah, so I made this presentation for the kids in her ecology class at the university where I am a teacher's assistant. I think I'm alive. Me too. I'm not sure. And so they had an assignment, right? They have an assignment where they gotta go outside and they gotta, like, take pictures on their phone of living things like plants or animals or whatever. I'm not sure I am, but I'll just roll with it. Same. So they go, and I went, well, people do this all the time with birds, but for not assignments, so I asked the professors, like, hey, can I give them a lecture about birds? And they let me, and these poor kids had to listen to me talk about birds. So I'm going to talk about birds. This is going to be a more formal version of pretty much every Red Dead stream where I talked about birds and just quit the game. Yeah, we make them go outside. Or I just start showing you guys birds. So the ones I'm going to show you are the most common in southern New York. Or southern New York. I don't know why I say southern like I'm fucking Canadian. But yeah, that is mean. I mean, they're in an ecology class, man. I don't know what to tell me. You can't go outside. Well, you can do this from your window. You can do this from a window, alright? This is simple shit. Well, actually, Haxxer, you can't. Because you're in Finland and you have different birds. So I'm not going to talk about any of your birds. I'm sorry. You're going to be learning about the birds of America. Because I don't know next to anything. How dark it is out there. Right. Finland. You're in the Arctic Circle, so no sun for you. Am I supposed to see anything out the window? Alright, so birds, you don't gotta worry about birds. It's fine. Look on screen for birds. I will give you all the birds you'll ever need. Darkness. Christ. Alright. So yeah. Perfect. Hell yeah. So you're gonna see the birds that I see pretty much all the time, especially as the summer months come in. And if you have any questions about them, just like let me know and I can just go off script and tell you. I'm not going outside when it's dark in Texas. Are you crazy? No one's going outside right now. Go outside tomorrow morning, okay? Okay? No one go outside in the dark. I will give you your birds for now, and then you'll go get your birds later. Wherever you get your birds. Wherever birds are sold. I don't fucking know. Alright. Anyway. First bird I'm going to talk about is the American robin. Haxxer, you have a different robin. It's in a completely different family. Tomorrow morning, what time? I don't know. When birds wake you up in the morning, that's when you can go outside and probably find a bird. So Haxxer, this is the American version of the robin. Your English or like European robin is different. It's also smaller. There's even a famous one that sings and stuff. Oh yeah, this one sings a lot. Oh my god, they won't shut up. One of these fuckers woke me up at 4:30 this morning, and that's when I decided, oh, thanks. That's when I decided that I was gonna shit talk this guy on the air. Anyway, no, they're actually pretty cool. They are a thrush. They're in the thrush family. They're called Turdus migratorius because they used to migrate. Oh, it's a human name. Whoops, I'm an idiot. I knew that too. Fuck me. They used to migrate. Now they don't as much. Some of them realized, hey, we can actually find food here all year round, so they stopped migrating. He drives my cats nuts. Yeah, he drives me nuts. There's so many of them here where I live. There's so many robins. Holy fuck. They eat worms. Early bird gets the worm. It's this bird. They sing early. Oh my god. They're extremely common. This one on screen is a male. He's got a black head or a darker head. Females have this more slate-colored head, like a gray. Orange red breast is a dead giveaway. That's how you know these guys are American robins. But they eat worms. They eat bugs. They're not as interested in like seeds and stuff you find at a bird feeder, but you hardly need to attract them. They're fucking everywhere. This is what they sound like. Maybe you can hear it. Can you guys hear that, chat? You hear it? Okay, sweet. Because some of my students couldn't hear it. They also sound like this. Title is misleading. Lots of boobs in the tin birds here. Hey, Thunder Kitty. Deeper Mahjong Quest collection looks great. Yo, Zerp, what up? Night, Thunder Kitty. Yeah, no, we don't have too many tits in the U.S. Yeah, I should probably change. Nobody fucking watches Mahjong Quest collection. You guys are literally the only ones. Fine. Talk shows and podcasts. Are you happy, chat? Are you happy little birds now, chat? Now with 100% more verbs. Yeah. Yeah, I felt like lecturing today, so we're lecturing. And then we'll go back to Mahjong. But yeah. That's what these guys are. The European version looks a bit different. And I can even show you. If it auto switched, I was gonna be slightly pissed. Okay, that's what that's for. Properties, Chrome. Sweetheart, no. Give me... Okay, properties. No, the other Chrome. Really? Do. Hold on as I fix technical difficulties. European Robin. Come on, bitch. Literally just the other. Oh my god. I'm really gonna have to add. How do none of you work? I don't understand. How do none of you want to do what I want you to do? Really? Really? Just give me a browser source. Yes. Add source. Add existing source. Add source. Yes. Okay. Where are you? Browser source. Browser. Actual microphone. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. We're gonna do this. We're going to properties it. I don't want that at all. God damn it. Fuck. Okay. Delete. Sorry. Fuck. I'm stupid. Yes, I want to remove the browser source. Fuck off. Okay. Hold on. We're getting there, chat. We're getting there, chat. Where's good old fucking window capture? There we fucking go. Jesus Christ. Alright. Just do... No, I don't want that. Okay. Okay. Fucking... Just add a source. Just add a friggin' source. I don't give a fuck. Alright. So... Properties. Don't do Mahjong. European Robin. Thank you. Jesus. Okay. Done. They look like this, chat. Hummingbirds covered in this category? No. There's difference in the new update. Not this stream, nuh-uh, never. No, yeah, you see, Haxxer, you've seen these. These are European robins. Completely different. The only thing they have in common is the orange red, and it's not even on the same spot. But yeah, these are only in Europe. We don't get these fuckers in America. The red, they think, is like the blood of Christ. That's like the mythology around European robins. So I'm going to keep this window up before I delete it. Oh shit, that's not even the right thing. Oh fuck. Oh no. Where are you? What are you doing? Oh my fucking... Really? You guys weren't seeing anything I was doing. Yeah, these guys. It's also stretched super awkwardly, which you'll live. It's called a European robin. Just look it up on Google. You'll be fine. Yeah, we're gonna... Bruh. Which one of you bastards? I hate you. So anyway. I like how the first suggested search thingy is just fat. Oops. Why is the category fat next to American Robin? I don't know. They get fat. European humor. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't seeing things. I may be bastard. No, it's not toward you. It was toward my fucking filters on OBS. Alright, so that's the American Robin. Next up is the Blue Jay. I don't know if you get these, Haxxer. I don't think you do. I don't know if you do. But it's known for its Jay call. That sounds a little bit like this. Yeah, they sound a bit like this. But they make other interesting sounds. They also mimic some red-shouldered hawks, which sound like this. Yeah, I don't think you get those either. But they like to pretend to be other things. They're not that good at it. But this is like the one thing they're good at. They also make these really nice, like, Tweedledee sounds. They're actually a fairly, like, northern bird. Although there's the Canada Jay, which is related, which is actually prettier, in my opinion. But we don't get Canada Jays down here. I'm a little bit too far south for that. But they make a lot of different sounds. Are you gonna be mean to me? You are absolutely gonna be mean to me. No, you fucker. No, fuck you. There we go. Pretending to be something they aren't and aren't good at it sounds like the perfect fit for high school. Yeah, and they quarrel a lot among themselves. They're known for their harsh Jay call. But they do make plenty of other sounds. They're actually closest related to crows and ravens. They're in the family Corvidae. We'll talk about crows and ravens in a while. But they're also pretty neat. Like squirrels, they'll hide their nuts in, like, tree bark and stuff for later consumption in the fall. They apparently like North America specifically. That doesn't surprise me. They will eat all sorts of stuff. They're super adaptable. Plenty of them live around the suburbs near where I am. They get along. They're pretty smart. And they're known for alerting other birds when predators come. So they're pretty neat. And they are really pretty. Like their wing feathers are super pretty. They're pretty underappreciated. This crest doesn't really move up much, but it's pretty neat. They got this little chin strap. But yeah, enough of that blue jays. Northern cardinals. I get these a lot near my house. My mother loves them. They are very sexually dimorphic. It's very easy to tell which ones are the males and which ones are the females. The males are this brilliant red color, just like you see in the photo. They really pop. Where the females are a more modest gray with, like, red tinting, I guess. They've got that bright red bill and a little bit of a dusting on their wings and tail and crest. Both of them sing. They sing different songs, but they sing really complex, really pretty songs. This is one of them. But they have many song types, which vary. They also have this, which is their alarm call. They will do that all damn day. And that's just a different song. And sometimes they end it with this grrr, which I think is cool. They get their red color, they're not like born with it. They get it from their diet. So they eat berries and fruits that contain carotenoids, which are similar compounds to what is found in carrots. And they get their brilliant red that way. House finches get that too. We'll get to them in a moment. They don't fly south for the winter. They will stay all year round up here in southern New York. And when Wolfie says all damn day, they mean all damn effing day. Yeah. They sing for most of the day. They actually sing most of the year too. Like, mostly now. But I'll hear a cardinal singing in the winter sometimes. If they drink Sunny D, they can turn yellow. Actually, there are some cases of yellow cardinals. They're not super common, but they exist. It's like 1 in a million chance that you find one. But they are there. You can get them. It's about what's available in their diets. In fact, house finches who get their color the same way, the ones that live in Hawaii where the carotenoids are different, they have like yellow house finches. It's weird. Actually, I can even show you. Hold on. So, dupe. All right. So, yellow, bitch. Yellow northern cardinal. Yeah. So like they're a thing, but they're not super common. They also, some of them are also born with kind of half male, half female, sort of hermaphroditic. And the female side is apparently fertile when that happens. But yeah, you get this too with house finches. So, yellow house finch. Yeah, where they're this like weird, they're usually like this red, but they have them in this weird yellow variety. If they can't get the carotenoids that they would normally get. But that's like a regional thing. Yeah, isn't it pretty? But yeah, these cardinals, when they bite, it hurts like a motherfucker. Those red beaks of theirs are fucking strong. I got a bruise under the skin, like bleeding under the skin from those guys. And the reason that they are so strong is they're nutcrackers. They use their beaks to crack the hard shells around seeds. and that's how they get their food. But damn, does it fucking hurt. And they, like, clamp and they don't let go. It's, ugh. I hate catching them in the mist nets because it's just like, oh, I don't want you to bite me. You hurt. So often I'll try to get them to bite a stick while I untangle them. But really pretty birds. I love them. They're one of my favorite outside birds. And that brilliant red certainly helps. House finches. I studied these birds for 3 years in my undergrad, and my paper that I'm the first author is coming out soon on house finches. Birds eating nuts is interesting. They must compete with squirrels often. Yeah, they're after the same nuts, but the thing is the trees produce so many of them that it's usually not too dire. In fact, a lot of them go to waste and end up becoming plants. But yeah, house finches. They are native to the US, but they're not native to where I live. They are found in Mexico and California, in the deserts in the west coast of California. And people used to be really into having, like, finches and shit as pets. So they would ship them around the country. And I love how it looks like the finches are in an argument. They probably are in an argument. They used to ship them around the country and around the world. And then it became illegal to do that under, I believe it's the Migratory Bird Treaty Act, where they came to enforce it. Anyway, some fucker in Long Island went, ah, shit, now I can't sell all these house finches. Well, guess I'll set them free. So this guy set them free on Long Island, New York. And they actually did pretty well. So they stuck around, and they expanded throughout the entire East Coast, and now they're moving back west. And now the West Coast house finches and the East Coast house finches are meeting in the middle, like near Michigan. If you want to tweet, use a finch. The males sing a lot more often than females, but females do sing, and they're good at it. That was what my paper was on. And males get their carotenoids. Males get their color from carotenoids, just like cardinals. And they're also seed eaters. I've never caught them in a net, though, so I don't know if it sucks if they bite. But here's what their song sounds like. Yes, that was what I was listening to for years and years and years while I was doing my undergraduate research. And they have these little zoop. They make this sound when they're annoyed. Zoop. Zoop. But yeah, when they're courting, the female will have the male take food out of bird feeder and feed her like she's a chick. And it's a little, like, the female house finches really make the males simp. Like, she can be standing right next to the bird feeder and insist that the male feed her, like, instead. And that's their courtship. It's kind of cute, but it's also kind of like, really? Like, you are more than capable of getting it yourself, young madam. But no, they want to be fed. They want to make sure that the males are going to do their part and feed the kids, so. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Black-capped chickadees, another of my favorites. Even birds be out here simping. Oh, fucking all the time. All the time. But all the time. But yeah. Black-capped chickadees. This is a super, super curious bird. If you stand out in the middle of the woods and have seed on your hand, this is probably going to be the first bird that's going to come check you out. Really bold, really brave, really smart too. They have 2 super famous calls. The first one is this one. That's called the Phoebe Call. And sometimes I do this outside and I respond. This is a self-identifying call. It's kind of like their name, and it helps them keep contact with their friends. There's another call that they do, which is how they got their name. That's the Chickadee Call. And the number of dee 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 they put at the end of those signifies basically how worried about a predator they should be. So if it's only a few, it's probably a larger bird that isn't as interested in eating such a small chickadee. But if it's a lot of D's at the end, it's probably a predator that's more likely to go after them. In fact, they are so sharp-eyed at finding food and finding predators that other birds will translate chickadee alarm calls into their own alarm calls and let their other species know. Just based on what the chickadees are saying. Not even that they see it themselves. They're like, well, the chickadees are worried about something, so I should report this. That is how smart they are. That is how observant they are. This is the bird that had flown down and tried to check out what my cats were when they were outside once. Yeah, easily could have been a chickadee. They stay all year round. They join flocks of multiple species in the winter. Other species like to join chickadee flocks because they're good at finding where the foods are. And in the winter, especially if the winter is harsh, joining a chickadee flock can save a life because they're good at finding the bird feeders. They're good at finding just spots of food. They're just really good scout birds. They are mostly seed eaters. They like bird feeders. And they're so cute. They're so cute. They're so small. And so they have like these bright little dark eyes. I like them. I really like them. Song sparrows. You might hear these, Chaos. One of the first songs that you hear in the spring is this sort of like tripartite song. It's like this 3-part song. And they've got some variation on it, but mostly it's going to sound like that. They are resident in southern New York, but they are migratory in other areas of the country. And they like to hide in bushes and thickets, but they don't really hide when they're singing. They find like a conspicuous perch and they just built. Oh yeah, I bet you have. One of the first birds to sing in March. And usually there's like a ton of them at once. You don't usually find them by themselves. They hang out in big flocks. And they like to feed on the ground. They eat insects and seeds. There are other sparrows that are common. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm going to touch on one other. This is the house sparrow. It's introduced from Europe. So Haxxer, this is one that you might know of. They stick around all year round. You find them in New York City a lot. Females are plain. The females look like female house finches, to be honest. And the males have this black bib that apparently differs with their rank. Oh yeah, see, you've got a few of these. You got a few of these. The fuckers took over like the fucking whatchamacallit, the British. But yeah, male house sparrow. So they got these black bibs in the front. And it apparently differs based on like their rank in the flock. I don't know how they change it. This is what a female looks like. Just plain, very plain. But yeah, they look like that. See, this one's probably like head honcho. Look at how big his beak is. His bib, rather. But yeah, that's what those guys look like. Go outside, that is probably the one bird you'll find. Yep, same. They're very, very common here too. They're goddamn everywhere. Yeah. They're everywhere. Well, the reason that they're everywhere is they are one of the few sparrow species and few bird species in general that are absolutely dependent on people. They have evolved to live in human civilization. They eat our garbage, basically. They eat the food that we leave over. So much so that they've evolved their own form of amylase, which is an enzyme that breaks down starches, just so that they can specialize on our food. They split off from an Arabian finch. Not finch. Shit. Fuck me. An Arabian sparrow. When agriculture was starting to take off in human behavior. And once agriculture, like, really got going, they were like, fuck this. We're just going to mooch off of these fuckers for the rest of eternity. See ya. And they split off as a species from the Arabian sparrows, which still exist. They're not called Arabian sparrows. I think they're called, like, Bactrian sparrows or something. But yeah, they cannot live where people are not. They need people to live. And they have this shrill chirping and chattering that you can find on the Audubon website or the All About Birds website. Which, actually, I'll show you that shit. So, I have it so that you can't hear it through my stuff, but you can go to allaboutbirds.org. And for American species, oh, it's a hooded merganser. I love hooded mergansers. That's a hooded merganser. It's a kind of duck. This is a male. Hooded merganser. Let's go look at a hooded merganser. This is the female. Favorite duck of... I would say pretty much my favorite duck of all time. And they live by me all year round. Anyway, this site will give you all sorts of information, like how to ID them, their life history, maps of where they live, and like where they migrate and shit, and of course the sounds they make. Wait, they make sounds? Huh, okay. Yeah, you can't hear that, but trust me, you can. We've had them make multiple nests at our cottage, inside the chimney, in the attic, and under the roof sides. Oof. Yeah, house sparrows will do that. That's how they got their name. You can also go to Audubon. Let's go hooded merganser. Why the fuck not, right? You can go to the Audubon Field Guide site, and it'll give you very similar information. That is a great shot. And at the bottom... Oh, well... I guess I chose a shitty bird to do this with. Find a bird. House finch. Yes. And when you look up this bird, it should give you this thing where you can listen to songs and calls and stuff like that. It's a great tool for all of your American bird needs. I don't know how well they do with the European birds, Haxxer. The hell is happening in that shot? He tried to catch a fish and he's tossing it in the air to get a better grip on it. But yeah, you can use those sites. Actually, I should link them in the chat. Fuck, wrong thingy. You don't call with anything in the house in a name? What do you call them? Is there like a Finnish word for those? Call them roughly translated Twiggy. Aw. Okay, that's cute. Varponen. Okay. Twiggy. Alright. I'm calling these things Twiggy from now on. I mean, it makes sense. They perch on twigs. So... This is the Carolina wren, one of my favorite birds. It's super small, can fit in your hand with plenty of room to spare. And it's got a lot of recognizable songs that are usually a repetition of 3 parts. Trying to see old men write down what the song sounds like is really funny. I'm gonna just play it for you. Tea kettle, tea kettle, tea is one attempt. Germany, Germany, Germany is another. This is what it actually sounds like. That's one song. And then they have other versions. And they vary a bit. Like, they've got a few songs in their repertoire. That's another sound they make. Ah, shit, no, fuck, go back. They have a duet song that pairs two together, where the male will give, like, a song, and then the female will give this chattery, like, brrrr. Here. Yeah, but they chill here all year round. Sometimes males will sing in the middle of the winter, which is funny because you can wake up and you can hear tea kettle, tea kettle, tea kettle, tea, and it's just like the fuck. Yeah, it's Carolina Wrens. I love them. They forage in the undergrowth and thickets. They got a machine gun. They forage in undergrowth and thickets for insects to eat. And they're super small. Like, if you try to follow them, you'll lose them in the underbrush. They're super small, super quick, and super good at hiding. This is another wren. This is the house wren. Small bird with a loud bubbling song. I hear them most like in June. Like super cheerful, bright sounding song. And then they have this more eerie, like, alarm call, which is also really chattery. They're called house wrens because they have a habit of nesting near houses, sometimes under houses. The Carolina wren has a super obvious, like, white eyebrow called a supercilium. The house wren also has it, but it's, like, really faded and not super obvious. And it also eats insects and spends most of its time in the bushes. These house wrens are actually slightly smaller than the Carolina wrens, but it's a small bird with loud song, and they're so cute. I love them. Northern Mockingbird. They're here all year round. They are the famous mimicker, and they're pretty good at it. They tend to repeat their sounds in like 3 to 5 times when they sing. They will mimic your car alarm. My mother once thought the car alarm was going off. It was this fucker trying to get laid. Or defend his territory, we're not sure. They have these really conspicuous white wing patches when they fly. Here, I'll show you. So you can tell in flight if it's one of these guys. I have a car. Northern, oh dear God. Northern Mockingbird in flight. Yes. Yeah. You see this? This is what you see. This beautiful white patch that's a Northern Mockingbird. They have this nice little thing. And they have like the white on the outside of their feather, like their tail as well. They're actually really pretty. Like, I like them. But of course I do. But yeah, they're often found in the suburbs, and they sing from highly visible perches. Or sometimes they don't. I've seen them singing in bushes. On my undergrad campus, they could sing for like half an hour straight without stopping. Very vociferous singers, and they'll mimic whatever they think sounds neat. Other birds, car alarms, house alarms, like random noises they hear on the street. They will mimic whatever they can. And the more they can mimic, apparently the sexier they seem to other females. To females, not other females. Although I think females sing in northern mockingbirds. Yeah, I think they do. My bird, the gray catbird, Dimitela carolinansis. I am doing my dissertation on these guys. They're so cute. Um, they're called a catbird because of their mew call, which is in this recording. That is why they're called the catbird. But that's not the only sound they make. They actually have really pretty songs. And they have a lot of different sounding songs. They have their own like special gray catbird sounds. Some weird cats over there. Hold on. Like they're worth looking up because they have different kinds of mews. And I might end up publishing on that because their mews are not all the same. But they make like and like strange noises that somebody thought sounded like a cat. But they will mimic other birds. They're closely related to the northern mockingbird, but they don't tend to repeat their mimics. They just remix them. They just incorporate them straight into their song. They don't mimic quite as often as northern mockingbirds, but they do. And I'm going to be publishing on that soon, actually. I'm studying how they use mimicry in their songs. They are migratory, so I am missing my gray catbirds now. They're not with me right now. But they will come up in May, and then they'll be gone again by the end of October. Straight up DJ bird, they're so cool. And they're gray and they have this little black cap, and people are like, "Oh, it's boring." I'm like, "No, they're not boring. They're doing so much. They're not boring." But yeah, they are straight up DJ birds. They will hear something neat and they'll be like, "Ah, this sounds sick. I'm gonna incorporate it into the song." And they'll just remix it in. They're awesome. And Dimitela is, I was about to say Irish, holy shit, Latin for like thicket or like thick vegetation. And that's often where they'll stay. They'll stay in dense vegetation in the shade, moving around really surreptitiously. Except when they're singing. Sometimes like they come out and be conspicuous when they're singing. Yeah, I love this bird. Haxxer. This is another year, little shits. You probably have these. This is also introduced from Europe. You'll never guess how it got here. They were released in, I believe, Central Park, Manhattan, by some fucker, some Shakespeare fanaticist who legit believed, and this was like in the 1800s, he legit believed that every bird mentioned in Shakespeare's plays should be introduced to North America, to the US. Thank fuck he didn't actually succeed, but the Starlings got in. So we got Starlings. They're kind of, a lot of birders don't like them because they can be mean to other birds, but all birds can have the capacity to be mean to other birds, so it's whatever. They have iridescent plumage. It's like a rainbow. And they stay all year round. They often occur in pretty big flocks. These flocks are those goddamn little shits. Yeah, I knew you'd know them. They form massive flocks that, when they all band together, can make these murmurations, which are these undulating shapes in the sky that are huge. Here, let me actually show you. Murmuration of Starlings. Like this shit. Here, hold on. Come on, let me... Like this. Okay, let me actually skip to it. These big formations that, like, are wavy and just crazy looking. That's starlings. That is like thousands and thousands of starlings doing this shit. It's crazy. It's like the fish that crowd together in the ocean. Very similar. They're one of, if not the first birds we hear in the spring. I believe it. And they make all sorts of weird ass sounds too. Like, like all sorts of crazy noises. I kind of like them. They mimic other birds as well. And other strange noises. I have found that they like clock towers for whatever reason. I don't know why, but on college campuses, I always see like a ton of them just hanging out on clock towers. And there must be something about clock towers that they like, but I personally don't know. But yeah, it's worth like listening to them and looking up their noises. They're weird. Thank frick I don't live near the church anymore. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because I think they hang out there. Like just clock towers and bell towers. They seem to like those. I don't know why. Oh, shit. That's not. There we go. Common grackle. Same family as the starlings, only these guys are native. These can be found all year long. All year long. No, they're not crows. They're not even in the same family as crows. They're in the family Icteridae, which are the blackbird family. They have really cool vocalizations with whistles and croaks. And they love eating seeds. They're an agricultural pest. And they have big flocks. They sometimes flock with starlings in the winter. I've also seen them hang out with red-winged blackbirds, which are also icterids. So the icterids hang out together. And they may nest in colonies of 200. Although usually they split up a bit to mate, but they occur in big, big flocks. Chaos, probably not your neck of the woods, but I saw a very closely related bird, a boat-tailed grackle, when I was down in Galveston, Texas. Or maybe it was a common. It was one of the grackles, so I know for a fact you have them down there, dude. You definitely have grackles that far south. For sure, for sure. I don't know if they're in your locale, but if you're near farmland, I'm sure that they piss off the farmers or something. Like, they're probably there. But big flocks, weird noises. They're cool. I see them as a symbol of good luck. I don't really know why I see that. Icterid number 3. See, Monty knows the grackles. Icterid number 3 is the red-winged blackbird. Big difference between the males and the females. The males are bigger, and they have that, like, really conspicuous red shoulder pad thing going on. They're cool looking. They're actually really cool. They live near water and wetlands, and they like to perch on reeds. They'll display their red patches while they're singing. Yeah, Chaos, you know grackles. Yeah, let's go back. Yeah, you guys have heard these. You guys have seen these. Yeah, they're like, I believe they're pretty Pan Am. Maybe not in Canada. Like, maybe not too far more north, but like, you know about these guys. Haven't seen the blackboards yet? I've seen them. They're down here. Well, the grackles are. The blackbirds, I don't really get blackbirds down here. Although I did see my first eastern bluebird in person when I drove up to Connecticut a few weeks ago. Yeah, it was 3 weeks ago. You're buffering, so everything is delayed. Not a problem. I can go back and forth. Just type whenever you get there. I wonder why you're buffering. I'm not dropping any. Oh, yeah, no, I am buffering. Crappy school internet. I mean, I'm buffering a bit too. Twitch might just be fucking up. But this is all on the VOD. Yeah, this is all on the VOD. So you'll be fine. But yeah, Red-Winged Blackbird. They stay in southern New York all year round, but I don't hear them all year round. I think they just sing, like, in the summer. Maybe into the fall. And they mostly eat insects and seeds, but they've got a pretty nice song. For some reason, it sounds like "Seize the Day" to me. But, seize the day. But, I have an imagination on me. And they also have, like, those weird whistles. Which are, like, normal for icterids, really. Are the males just crows trying to wear red shoulders? I used to get them confused, but no, crows are a lot bigger. Crows are a lot bigger. But they really rock the red shoulders, though. They're actually, like, real cool. And they are that vibrant in person. They're not, like, rusty or whatever. It's, like, brilliant red. And then the females are just plain. The females are just plain. You can tell them... You could tell that they're a red-winged blackbird pretty much just by the bill. Northern flickers. These are woodpeckers. They're starting their mating displays now. It's really cute. Like, what they'll do is the male and the female will face each other on a tree trunk, and they'll, like, shimmy back and forth, and they'll go week, 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 week. Actually, hold on, I have the recording. Yeah, I'm seeing them all over here right now. Yeah, but they'll do that. And it's really adorable. They also have this sound, which is more like they're annoyed. Or like territorial sound. Ah, stop doing that. Mouse, where are you? And there's this. Which is their other sound. It kind of sounds a little robin-y. But those are their 3 main sounds. My favorites are the week, 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 week. Yeah. I have a soft spot for them. The males have this red mustache that the females don't. And they're found on the east and west coast, but east coasts have these yellow shafted flickers, which means that on the underside of their wings, it's got this streaks of yellow. The west coast has red shafted, which just means the yellow is red, which is interesting because it's interesting. And they mostly eat insects. They've got the sticky tongue that they can put in the crevices of bark, and they get their insects there. But they're so cute, and they're really pretty. They scream bloody murder when they're in the net, though. All woodpeckers do. It sounds like you're fucking murdering a man. They're so dramatic. They freak the hell out. I guess I would too, but it pulls at the heartstrings. Have to catch the rest of the VOD, getting quite tired since it's 4 a.m. Yeah, take care, Haxxer. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always DM me. Yeah, here's another woodpecker, red-bellied woodpecker. They're around all year round. They have this this very distinctive chorr call, like I'm not good at it now because my voice is trash at the moment, but it's like a chorr call. Oh, northern flickers are here all year round too, but they become obvious now. They, like jays and like squirrels, also stow nuts away in tree bark for later consumption. And this is not a red-headed woodpecker. Red-headed woodpeckers are rare. Here, I'll show you a red-headed. Yeah, no. It's always good to have Haxxer around. Red-headed woodpecker. Yeah, they look like this. Very different. This is a red-bellied. This is the one we have. Yeah, they come in hot on the bird feeders, right? I'm getting like a fancy bird feeder later on, like next week. It's arriving. I finally convinced my mom. This is a pileated woodpecker. I don't know why it came up in the search, but these are also super cool. They're rare where I am, but they're cool. That's a pileated, so they're a rare treat. But yeah. The next two woodpeckers are downy and hairy woodpeckers. Which are, if you're like, Wolfie, that's the same bird, I'll forgive you. They're really hard to tell apart. They forage, they're smaller woodpeckers. It makes it fancy. Does it have Wi-Fi so the birds can feed each other? No, it's just bigger and it's made of metal and it's less likely to snap and fall off. And it's got this like dish on the bottom so like bigger birds can eat it from it too. It's not that fancy. I just think it's fancy because it's not like a $10 plastic one. But yeah, these downy and hairy woodpeckers are smaller than the other woodpeckers. They forage along the trunks of trees and on smaller branches. The hairy is like the trunks more, but the downy is like the smaller branches. They stick around all year round, and they really like sunflower seeds. Yeah, I'll put pictures in the server when I hang it up. They really like sunflower seeds. They drum on trees, and all woodpeckers do this. They drum on these trees not to find food. They can pry at the wood to get food without making noise. They do that because they don't like singing, and they would rather do percussion to attract their mates. Because that's, the lady's like a good drummer in woodpeckers. Not so much the lead singer. They like the drummer. You can tell hairy and downy woodpeckers apart by their length. The way I remember it is Harry Potter has a long wand. So the longer beak woodpecker is the hairy, and the downy has a short beak. So he might be down. A lady's like a bird who can hammer the wood. Yes. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Mourning doves have a distinct cooing sound. You might have heard it. It's like a hoo, 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 hoo. It's not like an owl, although it can be mistaken for one. Owls, like at least great horned owls, are more like whoo, whoo. It's a deeper, different sound. These guys will also go hee 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 hee. And make other like strange sounds. Also, whoo 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 whoo. Those are mourning doves. Owls make a whole bunch of weird sounds too, but like that cooing you hear is a mourning dove. They're in southern New York. They're here all year round, although they do migrate in other places, I think. They're in the same family as pigeons, columbiformes. I don't think they hybridize. I'm pretty sure they don't hybridize. And they make a weird whinnying sound with their wings when they take off. It's not sneaky at all. It actually attracts a lot of attention. I don't know why they've done that. But they like to eat. They eat 12 to 20% of their body weight per day. And they're the most abundant and widespread game bird in America. Hunters actually like to go after these. And, well, they're the easiest to find. I find them outside all the time. Red-tailed hawk, most common raptor. Thank you, Ashad. Thank you, dude. Red-tailed hawk, most common bird of prey you're going to see in these parts. They have a distinctive rusty tail and this belly band. It's in this picture like this, but this is like a shitty representation. So I'm gonna show you a better one. Red-tailed hawk. Here. So that streak right there, that's the belly band. And you can even see it when they're sitting down. It's like a belt. And that rusty tail is a dead giveaway. And there are like some variation with region, but you're always going to find that belt. And that's how you know it's a red tail. You see them a lot in my backyard. Them are turkey vultures. We have turkey vultures coming up. Yeah. I used to doodle these when I was a kid all the time. If you want to find them, yeah. Finally doing a bird stream. It's been a while. They're around all year round. If you want to go find one, take a drive on the highway and look out the window. You will probably find them. They've got these broad, rounded wings, which sets them apart from accipiter hawks. And they mostly eat mammals. They will go after birds sometimes, but they mostly eat mammals. And think of any movie where you've heard like that eagle cry sound. No matter what bird shows on screen, that cry, red-tailed hawk. Every time. Every time. It's always a red tail. Every single time. Sharp-shinned and Cooper's hawks. Another horrible one to try to tell apart. These are common accipiters. They are year-round residents. They have banded tails and reddish chests. Some of them like to chill out near bird feeders and eat the smaller birds that come for the food, which kind of a dick move, but also pretty smart. The way to tell them apart is mostly size. Sharp-shinned hawks are about the size of a pigeon, whereas Cooper's hawks are considerably bigger. Sharp-shinned hawks also have a more rounded head, whereas the Cooper's hawk has like a sort of flat head. As you can see from the picture, this is more rounded. This is kind of flatter. There's also the red-shouldered hawk, which is another common hawk. This one is... Here, let me show you. Red-shouldered hawk. They also have like a reddish belly and a banded tail, but they've got more rounded wings and that redness. Well, these are actually kind of shitty pictures, but like they've got red shoulders. There we go. This is a very good photo. They've got red shoulders, they've got banded wings. They're actually quite pretty. But yeah, super stripy on the wings. For sure. Yeah, those are the most common hawks you're going to see around. Oh, fuck. I keep doing that, motherfucker. Turkey vulture. Pretty common. More common as you go up north. A little rarer as you go down south. But they soar in wobbly circles, and they hold their wings up in a distinct V shape. And you can often see them soaring super duper high. They kind of just look like they're drifting on the wind and just chilling, kind of surfing. That's because they are. They ride thermals, which are columns of hot air that rise up from the ground. And they ride the thermals way up in the sky, and they use their keen sense of smell and their good vision to find dead meat, carrion, corpses. And they eat those. They are huge. They're massive. One of them landed in front of my car once while I was stopped at a stop sign, and god damn, thing was the size of like a medium small sized dog. Huge. If you want to find them, go on the highway and look out the window. High up in the sky. You'll find them. They, unlike black vultures, which look kind of similar and overlap in their range a bit, these guys, turkey vultures, will nearly never attack living prey. The most I've seen them do is they like to annoy pigs on farms by pulling their tails and running away. Which is like kind of mean, but it's kind of amusing. And they have really good immune systems, so they're very unlikely to get sick from any of the rotting meat that they eat, no matter how the thing died. Unless, of course, you start adding chemicals, that fucks the whole shit up. Here we go. Common crows, fish crows, and ravens. all year round. Ravens are more common in upstate New York. They happen down here sometimes, but you're more likely to see them when you go up north. They are pretty social. Ravens are less so. They travel in smaller groups. They're super curious. They're really intelligent. They will solve puzzles. They will solve puzzles you didn't even mean to make. The electricians in Japan are currently in like a technology race war against like this like running race of trying to outsmart the fucking crows because they keep making nests on the electrical stuff. And so the electricians design something to stop them from doing that. And then the crows will invent something to get around it. And it's like, it's this never-ending race. It's this never-ending, like, one-upping each other. Ravens are about the size of a red-tailed hawk. Big. Raptor-sized bigs. Other crows are smaller. I personally tell them apart usually using their vocalizations. Ravens have, like, a more guttural croaking sound, like a claw. Like, I can't mimic it well right now because my voice box is trash. But the American crow has, like, that distinct, like, stereotypical caw, caw, caw. Like this harsh, kind of shrill. And then fish crows, Tenshi said, I was talking to Tenshi outside once, and he was overhearing the fish crows. And Tenshi was like, what are those fucked up ducks in the background? And I was like, those are the fish crows. And they sound quite different. They sound quite different. They sound more like, whack, whack, whack. Like, kind of, my voice is thrashed, holy shit. But you can look it up. They're like, whack, whack. Like they're kind of cute. But yeah, you can also tell them apart using their tails and wings. Ravens have more of a fan tail, I believe, and crows have more of like a boxy tail. I think ravens' tails are more rounded, yeah, but double check me on that. Also, the primary feathers, the ravens have longer primaries, like fingers coming out of their wings, whereas crows are a bit more rounded. And they are important in mythology and superstition in many cultures. In Norse mythology, Odin had his two ravens, Hugin and Munin, which were basically his intelligence agents. Intelligence agents, they would go around the world and tell him what was going on. And they were super important. In many Native American cultures, they're also very special. But yeah, ring-billed gulls, really common seagull in my area, the most common. They are all year round near bodies of water and parking lots with lots of trash. They like their trash. Their plumage changes with age, so they're brown and streaky when they're young. Here, I'll show you. Ring-billed gull. Juvie. Yeah, like this, like, speckly thing going on here. Those aren't the females, those are the young ones. Yeah. Delawarensis. I do say that in the PowerPoint, right? Yes, I do. Okay. And then adult. Really white. Really, really clean looking. Clean looking guy. Real neat. There are also others like laughing gulls that are pretty common around here. They got this red beak and this black head thing going on. Yeah. That's what they look like. We also got herring gulls, which instead of that stripe, they have this like red dot at the bottom of their beak. They chill there. But overall, like, super duper common above all of those are the ring-billed gulls. That one's more common than any of the others. So they like to soar high in the sky. They're adapted to flying in windy conditions. So on super windy days, if you see birds flying way up there and just chilling, probably gulls, they like doing that. They often occur in flocks, and they're super accustomed to humans. They're not scared of you at all. In fact, you are a great source of food for them. They don't mind you. And if it's winter and all of the fun passerines are away, you can still have plenty of fun looking at ducks and geese. The first one there, the top left, are mallards. Mallard ducks, super duper common. Right under them are northern shovelers. You can tell them apart from the other ducks because they have super long schnozzes, like their beaks are weird. Top middle are hooded mergansers. I showed you those before. My favorite duck of all time. There are two other mergansers that live here. They're the common merganser and the red-breasted merganser, which I'll show you. I'll show you the other mergansers. Common merganser. They look like that. The females have like the reddish head, and the males have like this black head, like that. This is a pair. Oh, these guys are cute. They're cute. Alright. And red-breasted merganser. Basically the same, but with spikier hair and redder breast. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, the hooded mergansers are my favorite by far. The others here, I believe... Okay. The one below that is a Barrow's goldeneye. The one on the top right is, I believe, a cinnamon teal. And then the bottom left is easy. That's a Canada goose. They're everywhere in the States. Well, at least where I am. Maybe they're an East Coast thing. Everywhere. And when I was little, I used to call them blackbeaks. And my favorite doll that I would carry everywhere was a Canada goose. What am I saying? The doll is right above my streaming desk. I'm looking at it right now. I still have it. But yeah,